Okay, so today I will be showing you all how some things on Voltz work. Okay, so today I will be showing you how some of the explosives work. Explosives testing area. Let's just write the same thing. I sometimes do that. Create. So this is the creative mode inventory. Condensed. Shrapnel. Incendiary. Chemical, and another one of my personal favorites, anvil. Repulsive. Attractive. Fragmentation. And finally, of course, a flint and steel. So the condensed explosives, they don't do much damage, but they don't have a fuse either. Excuse me if my sound wasn't on. Here we go. That's an explosion. Shrapnel is also cool because you'll see. That's why. These are also cool. See the fire on the side? That's a hint. Get it? So ridiculous. Tree is on fire. These chemical explosives, they don't really explode, but you'll see what happens. You get the effects of hunger, weakness, toxin, and nausea. Not for very long, though. So I can show you the anvil. That rotating is bad. It's insane. You'll see why this is one of my favorites. That's why. Repulsive. I don't even remember what these do. I think they're bigger though. Some of this ground is still on fire from the incendiary. Ooh, a perfect little slot for the next one. And the end of the first tier, fragmentation. It's also cool. So now I'll show you how to make those first ones. The condensed explosives, easy. Just TNT around on either side of a redstone. And if you don't know how to make TNT, you're pretty much a noob, but here you go. 4 sand and 5 gunpowder. So, next we have shrapnel, which is, well, first I should show repulsive, because that's what makes all the other ones. Repulsive is just 2 condensed on top of each other. So that's that. Shrapnel is just 8 arrows around a repulsive pretty easy. Incendiary is 7 repulsive. And sulfur is one of the things that was added in this mod. You can find it in the ground. It's one of the ores. Also, there are glass pressure plates and buttons, which are pretty cool. For the chemical, that is poison powder around repulsive. Poison powder you make with a rotten flesh and a spider eye. That makes 3 of them. A anvil is 8 shrapnel around a slightly any type of anvil. It can be brand new. So that's a good way to recycle old anvils. Attractive, 2 condensed horizontally. Fragmentation, 4 shrapnels around an incendiary. Sonic ones are cool. They're not an explosion, but it's still cool. Nukes, EMPs, exothermic, that's one of my favorites. Same with endothermic. Oops, that's for a bit later. So this is the sonic explosive. It makes an annoying noise. But basically, it just throws out all the blocks of an area and rains them down everywhere else. So you can see some of the stone got over here. I guess it's a pretty good way to mine if you're too lazy to do it with the pickaxe. So now we need to move on to a new area. Breaching. Let's breach the ground. Not much of a fuse, but it would probably be good breaking through a door. Rejuvenation explosives are cool. I'll get back to them later, because by then this forest fire will have done quite a bit. And as you might get from the name, I'll repair it all with a rejuvenation explosive. So, thermobaric. This is like one step before a nuke. So there's pretty good. Not 2 of them. That would be a lot of damage. It does take a second to load. And that's why. Makes some sense. You know what? I'll just show you the rejuvenation ones right here. Because we do want to repair some of this. Some of this we want to turn into a national park. Just, I'll be doing this entire series in creative mode. Just as like a fun thing. See, it buried me and it repaired that entire area. So now there's just a wall that it's just there. It's like a crop circle almost. The nukes. These make a cool sound. It's air raid. You might want to look away when these are going off. Now, this is the mushroom cloud. That's a cool feature. Okay. I think the ground is still loading. That tells you how good it is. This exothermic I like setting it off in the middle of a forest. There goes the nuke. But this is exothermic. These are a bit weird, but they're still awesome. While I wait, there that goes. There should be like almost like a beacon. Oh, and I skipped EMP, but I'll get back to that. They're not very cool. They do turn off explosives. There we go. So it does that, and when that goes away, it turns into fire. All this green glowing stuff that the nuke left behind. How is it already evening? All this green glowing stuff is nuclear waste. Oh, that's a lot of fire. Just take a look at my mini map. That's a lot of fire. So, this nuclear waste, it's a pretty cool looking material. And once it cools after a couple turns, well, not turns, what am I thinking of? Risk? It will harden basically into mycelium, which is pretty hard to get in normal Minecraft. These EMPs, they don't explode, but they do make a cool noise. Some of these noises are really annoying. I'll have to edit the sound lower. But here's EMP. See? These endothermics are basically the opposite of exothermics. They create ice instead of fire. See, there's the blue beacon. Blah, blah, blah. Wait a second. I hate how long these things take to load. Minecraft and, well, Voltz is just a bit buggy that way. Oh well, while that's happening, I'll show you how to make these things. Sonic. It's repulsive, surrounded by 4 note blocks, surrounded by bronze plates. Another thing in this mod, bronze plates are made with 4 bronze ingots. Well, you can use either type of bronze ingot because there are 2 mods in Voltz, and each one has their own type of bronze. So this more realistic looking one, from a metallurgic infuser, you put in tin dust, a copper ingot, and it turns into a bronze ingot. The other type of bronze, no, not that one. It's a little, you get from bronze dust in smelting. It's 1 tin and 2 copper ingots. That's a little bit less economic because it uses a bit more materials. But then again, for the other one, you need a metallurgic infuser. So, breaching explosives. It's 3 condensed, surrounded by 6 gunpowder. That makes 2 of them. It's not very hard. Rejuvenation. This is expensive. 1 block of diamond, 4 blocks of iron, and 4 clocks. Wow. That's expensive. Unless you're a total noob and you got Minecraft 30 minutes ago. You don't know how to make the blocks. But clocks, not many people really know how to make. I didn't even. There are 4 gold and 1 redstone. Oh yeah, and I forgot to show you. In the Sonic, the note blocks, a lot of people don't know how to make these because, to be honest, no one uses them. They're wood with 1 redstone in there. Oh yeah, I remember now. I just saw this recipe earlier today when I was watching Tech It with Duncan. By the way, great series, highly recommended. So, these are hard. Thermobaric. It's 4 incendiary, 4 chemical, around 1 repulsive. That is quite expensive. Nukes. These are really expensive. It's a thermobaric surrounded by uranium. Again, new thing, not in vanilla Minecraft for you noobs out there. I think you get it by mining, because I'm pressing the recipe thing. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, if you press R on anything in Voltz or Tekkit or Yogbox, no, not Yogbox, but quite a few of these mod packs, it will tell you what they're made out of. So, EMP. These are 4 batteries, 4 redstone, and 1 repulsive. Not very hard. Oh yeah, recipe for the batteries. These are 5 tin, 1 redstone, and 1 coal. These are the things you learn after watching so much Tekkit and Voltz on YouTube. I'm not the only series. Search them up. There's the Yogscast and tons of other people. So many people have covered this. My highest recommended, though, is the Yogscast. They're the best. Exothermic. 8 incendiaries around a glass. For you total noobs, again, glass. Smelt sand. It's that easy. For you people who are a bit more pro, I'm sorry that I'm going through the easy stuff, but just in case there are any noobs watching this, I want them to know how this stuff works. So, 4 ice, 4 snow, around an attractive snow, 4 snowballs, and honestly, not many people know that, even though it is in vanilla Minecraft. Seriously, no one really uses snow blocks except if you want to build like a cool white floor without the texture of the wool. So, these are awesome. Anti-gravitational. Enders are cool. They're good if you want to attack another base. Red matters. These are very destructive. But let's start with anti-gravitational. Why is it very hard to fly right now? Oops. There we go. I'm flying! That's one way to fly in survival mode. So that you make 8 Eye of Enders around a repulsive. Again, noobs, Eye of Ender, an Ender Pearl next to a Blaze Powder. You get these from Blaze Rods, which you get from killing blazes, and Ender Pearls you sometimes get when you kill Endermen. Well, we'll let that do its thing. Let's set off the Ender. No, we do not want multiple ones of these. They're horrible enough as they are. I just hate these. But once again, if you touch those purple particles, you will be sent to the end. And then it releases tons of Endermen, who are all being picked up by the anti-gravity. I got up early this morning. Feels like I haven't slept in so long because of all this just skipping night. It's bad for your kids. But here you go. Hypersonic. Remember the Sonic earlier? Think of these as the same thing, but 10 times more powerful. Just to watch. I hate that noise. It is incredibly annoying. And it killed a bunch of Endermen. These are also good for attacking, because the blocks raining down, if they land on you, you're dead. Sort of like the thing where they say, if you drop a penny from the top of the Empire State Building, you'll kill someone. Which, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure that's true. It's like that. So you can see so many craters on our mini-map. We've just devastated this landscape. I hope none of you are gonna sue me for ruining the environment. Because seriously, I've seen some people do that for Minecraft, like on servers. You destroy the environment, you have to pay. It's Minecraft. It's a video game. It's not that big a deal. Some people are just obsessed with this. Antimatter. These are extremely hard to get. While that will, it will explode, but while it loads the landscape, 6 end stones, which you can only get in the end, 2 ender pearls, and 1 attractive. Pretty easy. It sounds like a dubstep song. Hypersonic. Oh, so this is just 5 Sonics. Antimatter. It's a nuke surrounded by antimatter 1 gram things, which you get from 5 200 milligram ones, which, by the way, you can only get from a fusion reactor hooked up to a high particle accelerator, and for that you need a deuterium extractor, and it's just ridiculous. Watch, if you want to see that, I probably will not be covering that for a long time, but if you want to see that, look up Yogscast Voltz. They covered it, and it's insane how much work you have to put into it. So, that's the antimatter explosives. In my opinion, not that bad. Oh, they're devastating, but I meant bad as in bad would be not a very big explosion. In this case, we don't care about the environment, though I probably will be repairing it at some point if I can ever get the red matter one to shut down. So this you make with strange matter around an antimatter. Strange matter is like a randomly generated thing from fusion reactors. I'm sorry, it's very loud. And basically it opens up a black hole. So, on to the next thing. Let's just leave that. How do I set a waypoint? So, I haven't changed these settings yet, so I just press M, waypoints, add. Check back later. So, I'll check back later. I'll follow my own instructions. I actually think that I can end this video here. If you liked this video, I'll probably be uploading another one either right after this one or next week. I'm really not sure. So, bye!